Hello, Bobos. Welcome to another episode of Bobo's Book Club.
Okay.
So Alex is doing the intro.
Do you love books but don't have anyone to share it with? Well, that's why we're here, to spoil your favorite stories and give our unwanted opinions. Welcome to Bobo Book Club for the totally smart.
And I'll help you summarize it.
Wait, what is going on?
What?
You didn't even intro what were you saying.
I'm so confused.
Are we starting over?
Why did you stop after saying Bobo Book Club?
Makes me laugh. Okay, let me start over.
Okay.
Hello, Bobos. Welcome to another episode of Bobo's Book Club. And we're continuing off with Red Rising Part 3. And we're doing chapters 20 to 33. Yeah, 33.
Did you read it? why are you asking? Did you not read it, Vesper?
Oh, yeah. I totally was not looking this up on Reddit.
You know what's funny? I don't even think you're joking. Like, I know you're like joking. I don't think you are. I think you just went onto that like website where you summarize each chapter so I can talk about it.
That's totally not what I did.
You know me so well.
Yeah.
Anyways, I guess we'll start off with a brief summary of what happened with everything. And there's quite a lot that happens in this part. Like,
That
he
was
literally...
a lot.
Yes. Daddy Brown, just went ham for no reason.
Are you sure?
And I
you know
totally
this?
understood every single part of it.
I
Me
think this
too,
one
like, it
a
was
lot
so
easier.
clear.
I don't know what you guys mean. This part 3 was so much easier to understand than everything else that's happened.
There is no way you just said that.
No, because this one, I feel like the other parts, like part 1 and part 2, you're like thrown into knew this, knew that, knew that. But then in the part 3, you're in one area. You know?
guess.
Which is
but
like a
it's-
new thing as well. No?
It's just
Well,
something...
It was so confusing, the whole game.
Yes,
Well, you get thrown
'cause
into
it's
this
like-
new game, but then you're spent there for many chapters. So it's not like you're thrown into a new kind of universe. I thought it was really easy to follow.
The hardest part for me was just when it, especially when it started. Well, the hardest part, aside from me not reading it, is that when they describe where things are. So, like, he does a lot of north here, south there, blah, blah, blah.
Oh my God,
And then you
yeah.
kind of have to imagine where the castles are. And then you kind of have to imagine the setting. I don't know.
There
It's
a map?
Is it on the book?
Isn't it on the first page?
Oh, was it?
Oh.
Am I wrong?
Oh,
I could be
so you're a
mixing it
map
up with
girl
my other
now.
book, but I swear down, I thought there was a map on the first page.
There is a
I
map
feel
on the
like
first
there
page.
is,
I have
like,
the
let me
physical
see.
book.
Yeah.
Oh, there is a map.
So what do you need to
Oh, let me
imagine? You need to imagine flipping to the first page and looking at the map? Or...
I need to imagine what might have happened after part
Wait.
2.
This would kind of make more sense.
Yeah.
Does it make
you
more
actually
sense,
look at the map?
Mars?
No, not really.
So...
Since it makes a lot of sense now, would you like to summarize?
Me? No.
Well, we have the leaders of the golds here. Come on, Antonia.
No, you have to keep in mind I'm a
You know
pixie.
what? One thing I did get confused too was I thought Antonio was the one on the horse. It took
That's
me
what
until
I
Mustang,
thought.
right?
Yeah, it took me until we met Mustang that I was like, oh wait, that's not her.
Yes.
I thought it was her the whole
Wait,
time.
what? Mustang, or also, I forgot her real name. It starts with a V.
Very.
Or was it a... No, she has a real name. What is her real name?
Vesper,
Veronica? I don't know.
I couldn't remember anyone's names in
There's
part
so much
1.
names.
The only person I know is Mustang. Oh, do you have a favorite character? I have a favorite.
Ooh.
A favorite what?
Goblin. I love Goblin.
I
like
love
the wolf.
Goblin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the guy that like used the wolves and stuff.
What's his
Yes.
name?
Oh my
It's our-
gosh, she remembers it. Yeah, I like it because it's kind of like low key, but then he's actually smart.
And he's
Yeah,
smart.
he's like the weird one.
I was
Yeah,
literally
he's like the
laughing.
outcast introvert.
I was laughing out loud so hard when they were like, what did you think when Goblin was like, what do you think I was doing? Like, jacking off in the woods? And they were like, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
pretty much.
That was funny. Okay.
So we're really
so
not going to
recap.
give them a summary, are we?
Let's go over it.
What?
It was just so good. It was
It
so
was
good.
just so good.
Yeah.
Should we try to summarize it for them?
Yeah, you can. You can. I'm gonna sit back
Alright.
and watch because
Yikes.
as the person who finished it ages ago, I have the least memory.
That's
Vesper,
right.
take it away.
I'm so curious.
So, we start off the chapter.
Are you typing into Google? Like, can someone summarize part?
Hold on,
I think
he's
she's reading a
thinking.
script right now.
It's the GPT Plus right now. So they were brought in this. So the last scene from part 2 was when he killed Julian, right? So we start off this new part where they all meet up in this kind of castle-like place with all the other survivors of the. Was it the passage? Yeah, the passage.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the
And
challenge,
then-
I guess.
And then basically the Fitchner guy, which is like the leader of House Mars, which they belong to, was explaining what they're in that sort of field for. It's kind of like this giant valley, and there's many different factions from different houses. And their mission is to basically conquer everybody.
It's like to form a society in a way.
Yeah.
So that they're trying to build leaders out of people and followers, or as they call it, slaves.
So this is kind of like the main thing with being a gold. It's called this is called the Institute, right?
I have no idea, girl.
This whole thing, yeah.
Like the whole game.
The whole game, yeah. Like what they're doing right
I
now
don't know
is
what it-
part of the
yeah.
Institute. So this is kind of like the main thing with golds because they have to go through this thing. And then whoever makes it to the top are the ones that are decided to become like the rulers in the future. And if you don't account for anything in this kind of phase that they're doing, you're kind of like shamed and like a loser sort of thing. And
Yeah.
so as they're doing it, they're discovering like people are starting to play dirty. And
It's like because the golds were brought up very
ChatGPT's taking long to type.
the golds are very privileged
Conniving.
people. No,
Yeah, yeah.
not they're
They-
very privileged. They've never done a hard work in their life. They leave
Yeah.
all of that to other people. So this Gold Institute is built for them to kind of learn how to deal in the real world, like make
Kind of
them
like a
work
street
hard.
smart.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
like instead of school being like where they sit down and they do tests and they write and they learn, they put them into this like sphere Hunger Game type situation where they bring all of them
Very.
into one area and until they form into one group, I'm assuming. With
Yes.
one leader.
Yeah, I think so. Cause like even like each houses, like all the houses are there, right?
Yeah.
But then within the houses, they're also separated within like a tribe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it's only the Mars house that we know of so far that's
That did
separated
that?
as tribes because they couldn't decide on having one leader or working together. Because when you went to the other houses, remember, all of them were like really nice and like built well
House
together.
of
Oh, yeah.
Ceres, yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
they have an actual civilization.
Yeah. I think
'Cause it
House
starts
Mars
off-
is known for like rage or
Chaos.
anger, ego.
Oh, right. Because they also pick them beforehand, right? So they're probably picking them based off of like a pattern that they had from like a previous institute.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, because they were gonna pick Darrow to be part of a different house, but then when they saw the rage, they're
Apollo,
like,
I
then they
think.
decided not to pick him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, carry on.
Okay.
Interesting.
So carry on, sister. They started to break the rules.
And then it basically revolves around different main characters kind of driving the plot forward. The biggest one, and I'd say like the biggest bad guy in this whole part is a guy named Titus.
Oh,
And-
Titus.
Titus. Marcella before high school. Anyways. Before high school ended, Jesus Christ.
Okay, carry on.
Anyways, Titus is kind of the leader.
Well, Titus isn't the leader. They have like so the group Mars, like they decided they
Yes.
can't decide on having one leader. So then all these people who thought they should be leaders made their own tribes with people following them, like their own clans. And Titus is actually part of Team Mars, but he like made
He
his own
branched off.
clan. Yeah.
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 Same
Because
as
he wants to be
another
like the big
girl.
boss. Because they're all trying to fight for, is it Primus? Is that
Yes.
how you say it?
The title.
Yeah. To be like the top class, the top dog, the
Yeah.
alpha.
So they split basically into 4 factions. So there was one with Cassius, which is Julian's brother, and Darrow. And then there's one with Titus, like we said. There's one with Antonia. And I think the other one is Minerva, right? By
Goblin, yeah.
himself.
Goblin. Just call him
Favorite
Goblin.
though. I think
don't-
he's so funny that
So
he's
funny.
just he has his own tribe and it's just him and
Yes.
the wolves.
The wolves. It's so funny.
That's why I think it's funny.
It's so cool.
Yeah, I like him.
I also think the Proctors are actually funny. Like the whole gold culture is like comedic to me. I don't know.
It's so
It reminds
dumb.
me of a teacher.
Yeah, I think
It's very like capital.
it's very capital. That's what I was gonna not say, but now I'm gonna pretend that's what I was gonna say.
What were you gonna say?
I don't remember.
What were you
I-
gonna say?
I forgot
Oh,
mid
sorry.
sentence. Wait, my favorite part was when Darrow went into the was it the Minerva house and was like, "Can you cook?" And then she was like, "Yes." And he's like, "Okay." And then he just like took the cook and I was like, "What the heck?" It's so weird. And now she's like their cook.
I forget if it's after or before, but I think before they get to House Minerva, Darrow meets this girl that he saw in part 2, which was riding the horse and like mocked him in the changing room and saw him in the changing room too. And then he realizes or he learns that that girl is from House Minerva, which is Mustang.
So I feel like that's definitely the love interest in the book. Do you
I
think
think she
so?
will be.
Is it?
I feel like it, like because near the end of the chapters that we read, she was hiding in the grass, and he let her go.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I
yeah.
feel like that's gonna
Yeah.
come back later.
I thought it
for
was gonna
sure.
be Antonia,
thought it was gonna be
but I
Quinn.
don't think so.
What we thought it was
Oh,
Antonia.
Quinn is for Cassie.
Quinn, yeah, Quinn's with the other. Oh no, Quinn is. Is
That's
she
why.
Cassie.
That's why Titus like fucked up Quinn because he thought that he was with Darrow, but it's actually Cassius that likes
Yeah,
Quinn. Yeah. So then that's why Cassius was so angry.
yeah. A lot
Did-
actually
am
happened.
I
Like we're trying to
imagining
wrap
things?
this up, and I'm like, oh my god, like we're only like a little bit,
there's
and
a
we barely
lot.
did anything.
I know.
Am I thinking of things, or did Quinn and Darrow have like a little moment towards the end?
They-
I don't really think it's like a moment. I think it's more of an
you guys-
understanding. Like she knows that Darrow has like a temper, so maybe she didn't want
Yeah.
Cassius to get in the wrong side of him.
Okay.
I definitely think Cassius and Quinn are something. Oh my god, the ending was kind of
What?
crazy.
I know. Wait, are we gonna go skip to the ending already?
So Rogue is
Rogue
missing.
or Rogue? Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, they're missing and they're trying to find Rogue. And then Cassius was like, "You know my brother? He's always like a good." And they're like, "Oh my god."
That is
Oh,
not
that's
what
what sounds
Cassius
like
sounds like.
He sounds just like him. My brother was such a. We always knew he wasn't gonna make it, but I'm still gonna be mad that he died. Like, whatever.
That's probably what Julian sounds like. I imagine Julian to sound like that.
It's actually true though. Okay, so it turns out that the jackal told Cassius and showed Cassius, like he showed a tape of Darrow, the one
like a
who's
holo.
murdering Julian. And now Cassius basically killed Darrow again. Why is he always ending on a
Again.
death? Like, is
And
he
that's how
okay?
it ended.
Yeah, that's how the book ends. He's actually dead. He's never gonna make it.
Well, did you read
Thank God.
part 4? Part 4 is called
it's
Rebirth.
rebirth.
It's Rebirth.
Well, Mars should know a lot about that, actually.
I actually don't know what to do anymore. Why is he dead?
I don't
I
think
was
he's
so
dead.
confused.
He was
I think
just
he's gonna
suffering
get
in the
cold.
mud.
Yeah, they're gonna
He
pick
wasn't
him up.
that crazy.
They will for sure.
Yeah. But it shows what a strong fighter Cassius is. Like he's a really strong,
Yes.
like at one-on-one combat.
Like
Yeah.
people actually
Which I thought
feared
he
him
would
in the
actually
end.
win.
Yeah. I didn't think he would be, to be honest. I thought he was gonna be like a weak, privileged nobleman, but then he was like pretty strong.
You know what made me sad? Well, not sad, but like you know how they describe gold when he was watching the tape of Gold Wars, they always fight in pairs. And then in the beginning of the institute when they went out in the field, it was Cassius and Darrow starting from the beginning as like a pair. I thought they were going to team up all the way to like the end of the book as like the gold pair. But then
What are you
the
even
last part
saying?
happens. Cuz you know they fight in
I
pairs,
did
golds.
not catch on that.
I did not catch that as well. I feel like Vesper, you're catching onto the wrong. Is this what
Whoa.
ChatGPT is telling you to watch out for? They're like, watch out for the pairs.
Because you know how. No, listen. When Daryl was like learning about the gold lifestyle, like before he went into the institute, there was like a video of gold fighting their wars, and then they always fight in pairs.
I don't remember that.
They fight in pairs. That's why when
Okay.
like the institute started, he teamed up with Cassius. That's why I thought they were gonna be paired up all the way to the end, kind of thing.
I
thought they were gonna
honestly-
simulate the
Oh.
war.
I don't even
Yeah.
know why he's so mad. Like, I know he killed
I
your brother and
know.
stuff, but like you already knew he wasn't gonna make it, and
Literally.
he
literally
needed to
Darrow
die.
helped him so much. Like he obviously wasn't doing it for any reason than him feeling bad. Like it showed.
Well, I guess because he
Yeah.
also
But I
lied
think-
for like the longest time. But then he could hear
Yeah.
him cry and
But
shit.
what did you want him to say? As he was saying before when they were fighting, he was like, "What did you want me to say? Like, how do you want me to go about this?"
But then he say it was like the way he killed him too.
Yeah,
It wasn't just like
that's what
that
he
you killed
said.
him. It's like the way you killed him.
I'm sorry.
So that probably made him angry
He's
too.
literally never killed someone before. I'm sorry that not everyone knows Krav Maga. Like, damn.
What is that?
Isn't that their what's their fighting style that they do?
I don't know. It's a fucking
Krav
dance. I
Maga.
told you guys. It was a dance.
Oh.
But his fight, like, cause what's his name? Julian also
There.
does the same fighting, but Cassius was saying that Julian fought better than him. So I wonder. I think he just didn't want to kill. And I guess Darrow was just
That's
brute
probably it
force.
too.
No, Julian was weaker.
Really?
I think.
The way
Yeah,
Cassius
Cassius-
talked about Julian was, Julian was always better at me than fighting, but he just didn't think so.
It's kind of like low key. Like he's just trying to make him look better in sight.
already
But he
dead.
knows he's better. Yeah.
I
No,
think
like
Rogue.
before this part.
I think Rogue definitely knew that it was Darrow because when he was crying alone in the corner and then Rogue came up to him and was talking to him, and then Darrow was like, if it was good or something, why is Julian dead? But it wasn't when everyone had arrived yet, you know?
What?
Yes.
Thank you for knowing what I mean. Sometimes I feel like I'm not very clear.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that part. No, but he's very smart. And he's very
Was that in
poetic.
part 3 or what?
I think that was, in part 3. Like right after they killed Julian.
Well, after they changed.
Oh,
'cause
like
you
when
know how
they're
they
covered in
showered
blood?
and
Yeah,
stuff?
when they were crying.
Yeah.
When Darrow went to go like be sad in a corner, and Rogue was like, "You just
Yeah.
have to like, this is what it is, and you can't really like change anything about it." He's like, "It's a good people or something," and then Darrow was like, "Then if it's a good people, why is Jillian dead?" And it was like when they just came back, so how would he know that Jillian's dead
Oh.
unless he killed him?
Okay, good catch.
Wait, I have a question actually.
Oh,
There is
yes.
a guy they
Call me-
keep
call
mentioning
me
in the
Mr.
beginning.
Brown. Sorry.
There was a guy they kept mentioning in the beginning of part 3. I forget his name. But
The one
he was
who-
like
Was supposed to be the
What was he
best
doing?
one, the one who Goblin killed, right?
the one that's not meant for war, but instead meant to like lead people kind of thing.
What do you mean? I don't know.
Oh.
Because they're like, oh, Daryl was like, I'm surprised he died
Yeah, I think
when
that's
he
the
was
guy.
meant to not die.
I think that's the guy Goblin killed. Because Goblin was
Yeah,
sent in
'cause-
supposed to be the weak one to die, but Goblin is a beast.
Yeah.
Oh, right, right,
And
Goblin
they
is
right.
put
crazy.
they put the
Yeah.
best one, or like I guess the one they had the
It was
most
one of the
potential for
governor's
with the
kids.
What's
weakest
his
person.
name?
Like
What's
the
his name?
Governor.
I don't
Yeah, yeah.
remember. But they
But
mentioned
Because
it.
he's
I have a
dead. I don't think it
prediction.
mattered.
I feel like he's gonna come up again for some reason.
Oh, what? Is he the new rebirth?
Because they're making, like, he's already dead, but they're, like, talking about him a little too much in the beginning of the part 3.
Well, I think they talked about it
Oh
so
my
much to
God.
lead up that it was Goblin who killed him.
I guess.
Maybe.
I think they're trying to show like how it doesn't matter if you're rich or not. You know, you're all equal
Yeah,
here,
but
kind of a thing.
they
Like,
they
you
don't
all have
think
a
that
chance.
because they were mad at Goblin for killing that person, because that's why Goblin can't get any points. No matter that they're doing everything correctly,
How good he is, yeah.
he doesn't get any points. So that's why he wants Darrow to be leader. But now Goblin and him are fighting.
And why are they fighting?
Because Goblin said an idea, and then Darrow agreed with Cassius instead, which was the dumb way. And then Goblin got mad and was like, "You have enough people in your council, it looks like," and then left.
What is
This
Mustang's
is part
name?
3?
It's bothering me now.
I feel like Vesper focuses on all of the wrong details. Like, Vesper, you need to know the name of every single, like, practice that they do.
Yes. Is it Olivia?
I don't think it's a Oh,
Sounds
It's something
right.
with a V.
Vanessa?
yeah,
No.
Olivia kind of makes sense.
I can see
Olive?
Olivia.
No. At one point, I thought Mustang was her horse.
Honestly? That's...
I mean, it's
Like-
kind of.
Guys, when I was reading this, some parts I'm like, holy fuck, get me out. Get me
It's not easy to read, to be honest.
No, I found
Especially
that
when you
one a lot
haven't.
easier to read than the previous one.
It's... I
That's what
think
my
I
sister
just
said
don't like the
too.
whole, like...
What is
War
it that you
thing,
don't
how the-
like?
I just... Maybe it's just the story itself. I'm not into it.
But if you
And
imagine
then I'm
it like
having
Hunger
a hard
Games,
time, like, imagine... I am imagining Hunger Games, but also, like... I don't know. It's just not it.
I think I'm just struggling with the vocabulary. I think that's what it is.
see,
Yeah,
I
that-
think I just
that
like
part
glaze
too.
over that kind of stuff. Like anything that I don't understand, I'm like, I'll understand it later.
Yeah, but I do like the actual storyline, like, where it's going.
Do you not
'Cause
find
I
the
thought
characters
the-
interesting?
Oh, I like the side characters. Yeah,
But you don't like Darrow.
I do like them. I like Dara. I don't like Cassie.
Like, this
The
is my
girls I
favorite
don't like.
chapter, but it's the hardest.
I like Antonia.
I don't really like Antonio.
I only like Cassius and Darrow.
You like
And,
Cassius?
and Goblin. Yeah.
I like Goblin the most. Yeah,
I
But
like Goblin,
Cassius is a
definitely.
no-no.
Cassius is annoying to
I
me for
wish-
some reason.
Yeah, I wish there was like a badass girl, which is kind of like Antonia, but
That's what I'm thinking
not
is
nice.
Mustang. Mustang to me feels like her, but she's also like high and righteous.
oh, maybe Mustang will save Darrow because Mustang escaped in the woods.
Yeah. Ooh.
And maybe that's how they're gonna like reconnect or
Was
something.
part 4 called Mustang Saves Darrow?
It was actually Mustang saves the world.
Oh,
Mustang is a red.
I think it's gonna get really intense because what is gonna happen in one part? Something has to happen with
Right?
the jackal. Something's gonna happen with Cassius
Darrow, Cassius, yeah.
and Mustang. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm kind of confused.
Well, keep in mind there's 6 books. So
yeah, but usually they
Yeah,
have to
'cause I
wrap
don't-
up one book in a way. Like,
that's
in a
true.
At
sense.
least one storyline is should be done, right?
I think so.
And also each chapter, like they end up be continuing in a way that you don't expect it to. Like it's a
Yeah.
totally
Yeah.
different vibe.
Like the next part? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, each part, yeah.
He always likes to end on something like so dreary, though, a death.
Like a
Yeah.
cliffhanger.
Every
Very
single
cliffhanger, yeah.
part has been a death so far. I feel
Yeah, what the heck's
I
going
like the book. I think I'm enjoying it a lot more now. I don't know how that's me
Anyone
saying it compared to you two.
anyone want a
also like the
second
book.
opinion or what?
I also like the book. It's
I
just
do
very
too.
hard
It's
for me to
great.
read it.
I mean, I
It's just-
recommended it.
but once I like actually get into the reading, I do like it. I find myself like the fighting scenes was pretty good.
Do you find yourself getting lost in it while reading?
Yeah.
Well,
In
every time
literal
I do,
sense.
I
I'm
find
lost
myself
while
coming
reading.
back because he brings up some like weird shit, like some weird like
Yeah.
names, and I'm like, oh, the heck, what the heck is that? Or like, yeah.
One
But
thing that's
once you get into it, it's pretty good.
One thing that's cool on the Kindle is that if you don't know like a name, you could just like click on the name and hold it down and it'll take you back to the first interaction with that character.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. And also if you don't know any words, you could just like highlight the word and it'll bring up the dictionary for that word.
Yeah, that one I do all
I've
the
seen
time.
that. I just never use it.
Yeah.
Maybe I should.
Because I have my touchscreen disabled when I read.
What? How do you go to the
How do you
next
click
page?
next?
Wait, you're Paperwhite, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you can do it for Paperwhite. Like, so that your finger doesn't slip and flip the page accidentally. You can
So
only
how do you
flip it
flip
with a
it?
swipe.
Oh, I
Huh?
don't like that.
Yeah.
That's weird. Do we have any more thoughts? Anything you want to say about the book, guys?
It's really good.
Say your true thoughts, Vesper. Stop being fake.
No, it's really good. Also, because I learned that Pierce Brown has a background in economics and political science. And I think this book is kind of like him vomiting all his knowledge about what he's learned. That's why it's very,
That's why I'm a little bit
very
more surprised
political.
that you don't like this book so much. Because I feel like it has all the elements of things that you like.
I
Right?
like the plot of it. I don't like the hardship of reading it.
Is it because
Like, this
it's
is
so
my
much
favorite
slang and
chapter.
stuff?
This is my favorite chapter by far, but it was like the one I struggled with the most.
I think because
Just
you
I didn't like.
read too hard into things.
You imagine too hard, yeah.
Or also because I read it the last 4 hours.
Oh my
Well, that's
god.
crazy. At least I finished
But
this
you know.
morning.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I'm gonna do for part 4? I'm gonna do each day is 3 chapters. That's it. Because this is not working out.
Whatever.
So, what's your reading habit, Alex? Because
you
you seem to be on top of things.
I just read.
Like,
I'm-
But,
like
like,
how
what-
many
I
times?
feel like I'm a very mood reader. If I'm not into it, like into thinking about reading it or like too distracted, I don't want to read. So I usually read at night around like when I go to bed from 10,
Yeah.
11 p.m. until like 5, 6 a.m.
That's a
Oh
lot.
my
Don't you like
God.
fall asleep?
I just can't put it down. Like when something's, I need to know what happens, and then I'm always up till. That's why people say, "Oh, I read something like before bed, and it helps me sleep." I can't sleep if I'm reading, but I like reading at night because
What?
I do nothing else. Like I'm not distracted by anything but reading.
She's an immersive reader.
Yeah.
Wow. Usually when I read in bed, I can only last like 1 or 2 chapters.
Really? I can't
Unless
stop.
yeah, because as much as I want to read, my eyes just keeps falling asleep, like keeps
I
closing.
wish. My eyes, like I'll be
And then
so
in the morning, I
sleepy.
go back.
Yeah. I can't read during, like I have a hard time reading during the day.
Oh.
I don't know why. That's why I have to do
Interesting.
like immersive reading, like with an audiobook during the day. But if I just read, I have to do it at night. And I don't even like listen to any music when it's nighttime. I just sit there in silence and read.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, no wonder you get scared when you read like thrillers at night.
Yeah. It's too scary.
Because you're so into it.
Too into it.
Oh, I know exactly what book to pick next.
Vesper, I feel like you're not allowed to pick books anymore. I think after this, you should be on a book picking ban until you've read enough books to be able to recommend one.
We should be on a writing spree instead, right?
Did you even write?
No.
You didn't even finish that one too.
Guys, we should end this podcast.
Okay. All right.
Anyways.
Vesper, you end us.
Anyways, that concludes our blabbering session for today's episode. Do you guys have anything else you want to say?
Well, follow us next week for the final part.
Chapters 34.
34 beyond.
34 and beyond.
34 to 44. It's only 10 chapters.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's
That's
not
pretty
bad.
short.
That is short. That's like 3 hours before we do the podcast.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyways. Can you sound more excited
Yeah,
when you
that's
end it,
it.
Vesper?
What?
Can you sound excited while you
Be
end
more
it?
excited.
Yeah.
Wait, how do I say? What do I say?
I don't know. Just say
Think-
goodbye.
Think of like Jollibee. Like you're gonna get Jollibee after this.
Jolly evening. Thank you guys for watching the podcast.
I hope you have a jolly day.
I hope you have a
Have a
jolly
jolly
day.
day, guys.
And I hope you've enjoyed this beautiful gathering of voices upon your ear. And next week, we shall be more prepared. Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Alex will be, don't worry.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.